Well, we actually, we got a note from Marilyn Johnson's, daughter was out there. COVID and influenza was so bad in this town that we weren't supposed to go back to normal procedures in the church.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't realize it was that bad. I was like, oh, cause we were gonna start passing the plate at church.
Oh, yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah, so we got a notice that the doctor was kind of advised against it.
A long distance, and you think that's the place to live there.
Oh, yeah, I think everybody was sitting close enough to each other, I didn't see why they should have to take and
That's
worry about passing the plate.
City Hall, this is Shayla. Yes. Okay, well, you stay home, take care of yourself. It's pretty, we're taking off the DGR and the Sandra Anderson. So we just have 5 things left, so you're missing a good one. If you want to, I can do that. I can try. I will try to do that, so.
Thanks for digging out.
As long as I don't call Mike, cause it seems like our phone likes to call Mike instead of me, but yep, I'll try to give you a call here in about 10 minutes, okay?
You know.
8, I was just looking it up here, 0460. Okay, all right, I'll try giving you a call, hopefully it'll work. Okay, bye. You bet, bye.
Someone can't make it.
Huh?
Someone can't make it.
Jim,
Oh, Jim.
he said he had a procedure that won't quit bleeding, so he's gonna call in.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, we got everybody here, except for Bob, who can't make it because of being iced in down south and stuff. Yeah, he said it's very icy.
Yeah, this is terrible.
Well, let's go ahead and draw then. I have a Tom McGow and a Bob Steers here.
Who's gonna draw, you?
I'm gonna have Mayor draw since he's not part of it at all. Ron? You wanna draw for me? We're drawing for, first on the ballot for mayor. Bob Steers. Okay. Very anticlimactic here, but. Bill? Gail? Okay. Ward 1.
They're drawn for names on the ballot.
Gail? Joe and Patrick. And this is just for who's first on the ballot. Let's. Ward 2. Joe? And Dale and Tony. Class 1. Tony. Actually, Anthony. So, for the ballot, it will be at the top Bob and then Tom, and then Ward 1 will be Gail and Will, Ward 2 will be Joe and Patrick, and then Ward 3 will be Tony and Dale. So, we'll get those ballots set up get it printed in the paper.
When does, absentee start?
It starts, I think, after the 27th, you can register 15 days before. So I think that's around the 27th, so.
Where's the voting gonna be at?
Everything is gonna be here, yeah. I didn't budget for 4 boards or 3 boards, so the state said we could have it all here, so everybody will come here. April 11th, 7 AM to 7 PM, so.
And I'm putting a story in the paper this week, I emailed you guys some questions and stuff.
Okay,
And I'll be listing all that stuff in there on the front page, so
perfect.
and then I've got all the, questionnaires and stuff ready for you guys, so you can kind of have a little bit of an outline to go by, okay? I have them ready, and I'll email them out tomorrow, I'll get all your emails from Jayla, email them all out to you guys, if you want them paper, I have them that way also, Jerry, you guys prefer?
I don't have your guys' email. Gail, do I have yours? Yeah, they're not yours. I don't know, do I have a Mid-Dakota one for you, or do I have a different email for you?
You should have the same one.
Okay, so I'll need you guys' emails.
So you have to email the double in the Sioux Falls in the morning,
Mavis get to,
surgery on Wednesday.
Take it easy.
thank you. Mike, you might wanna shut your phone off, cause I'm gonna try to call Jim.
Oh, it's muted.
I'm just wondering how many times it's gonna.
It's, yeah, it's muted, so we'll see what happens. I'll tell you if it's a ring-a-ding-a-ding.
Okay, I might wait 5 minutes and see, but
Okay.
hopefully,
I don't think I'm gonna get called out, but I'm gonna have my phone just in case.
totally understandable.
It's been a long day. Looks like my daughter got stuck on her driveway getting into her farm. Jack had to walk home to the tractor.
It was fun watching your daughter, critique the kids. It was really, I don't know if you went to the contest on Saturday at all, but it was fun to see her switch things around and have them do different exercises and rather than just write it down and this is what you get, it was really nice to see her.
The boys didn't like the basketball.
They didn't, the girls did. They thought that was pretty cool.
Getting into it. But yeah, she likes doing that stuff, so.
Yeah, it was kind of fun to,
Yeah, I think she feels like she should get up and at least give them some pointers and stuff and tell them, you know, her old weight was excellent. I guess the other judge said something pretty mean to the old kids.
Yes.
And said something to the effect that was the worst performance she'd been off with. Would you believe that?
how do you do that? I mean, it's so hard to get up there and do that anyway.
It's hard. Then she did that.
Oh, you'll never get that one person to do that again.
I was just terrible when I heard about that. I couldn't believe she said it. But one of the kids was there when she said it. Oh, goodness gracious, you are cold.
I'm going to give this a try, Mike.
I'm ready.
Okay, pictures.
Did you get tired of riding in your ambulance today?
This is
A lot of running around.
Just wondering if you got my mom and started to give her something and then they had only the whole
yet.
The number you have dialed has not been recognized. Please try again.
I did not block it.
Sure. Okay. I might have to just do it by speaker. Okay, we're not going to use that system. We're going to put Jim on speakerphone.
I was watching Lutheran church service in Sioux Falls. Right in the middle of the sermon, the preacher got the awfulest look on his face. Quit. The fire alarm went off.
He wasn't impressed, huh?
No, and then when they got everything sorted out, he went back to start over and he couldn't get anything going.
Okay, I'm gonna have to put you on speakerphone because my other one says your phone number's not recognizable. So I'm just gonna put you on speakerphone so you won't have as good of, you won't be able to hear as quite as well. Do it our best. But, okay, thanks. I'm gonna put you on speakerphone now. I'm putting you on speakerphone now so you can listen.
We'll change that.
And
You still got
it's
asphalt.
iced, and it's actually down south, the ice is so bad right now, so bad.
Construction.
All starts in the
Well, depends.
I hate ice.
We committed to something.
I can take snow, but ice, and here we are in rural town, with the worst tickets.
Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for your grace and your mercy. Father, I pray that you would give the city council wisdom as they do their business tonight. And Father, I pray that you would keep the city employees safe as they go about their business, clearing the roads and policing the roads. And Father, I pray that as winter continues, that you would continue to keep everyone safe. Father, that you would keep all of us that are driving out here on the roads vigilant and watchful of the plows and all of the snow removal. Father, keep us alert. And Father, I pray that everything that is done tonight would glorify your Son's name. And in his name I pray. Amen.
Amen. That's
We'll call the meeting to order, begin with the pledge of allegiance to the flag. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
On the agenda, on new business, number 1, 2, and 3 are scratched from the agenda. So with that, I would entertain a motion to approve the agenda as amended.
So moved.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
We have a motion and a second to approve the agenda as amended. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, the same. Motion carried. Approval of the minutes. They're found on pages 1 and 2. Are there any additions or corrections? Hearing none, I would entertain a motion to approve the minutes as printed.
Also move.
I'll second. Well, a motion is second to approve the minutes as printed. Is there any discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, the same. Motion carried. Public input. Has anybody got anything to talk about that's not on the agenda? If not, we'll move to department head reports, which are found on pages 3 through 6. Anybody got any questions, comments, or whatever about the department head reports?
I'm just gonna make a comment, with regard to, I know I came to, talk to Ron with regard to a concern that somebody had, and I know I visited with him, and then when I was able to get back to the person, Ron had already contacted her, and pretty much took care of it, and to me, that just speaks volumes. I mean, you know, if providing information so that people can rest assured with regard to especially the movement of water and things of that sort, you know, that's huge. You know, sometimes we don't do those things and people think we don't care and they're not important enough to be responded to, but that speaks volumes, you know, for all of us and stuff, so I wanna thank you for that.
Is
One
there
thing
anything
I
else
did
on that?
not put on my agenda, I'm gonna be going to get a bid on a mower, local bid, kind of thing, to replace the one we sold last fall. I was hoping to have had it going, but now we've been kind of busy with other stuff. shot class that I forgot all about, and things like that.
That like for down to the park or the ball diamond?
Usually the park goes to the ballpark goes to the airport.
Okay.
What we got rid of was at the airport, so
Okay.
we just kinda rotated around a little bit, so.
Is there anything else on the department heads? If not, we'll go on to new business. And we're gonna start with number 4, which is park fountain lights. As found on page 15 on the agenda.
Ron, Mr. Mayor, could I back up just a second? I wanna just have,
Ron?
could I back up just a second with regard to, Dustin, you have down here the attending meter school, what, is that a 2-day? That was that one,
That was, yeah, Tuesday through Friday.
okay,
Till noon.
okay,
That's through our classes.
okay. So both of you and Devin will be
we
gone?
went, yep.
Okay, that's what I thought, so, okay.
It was the first time that had attended this year.
Okay.
Is that the, did you get the quotes for these, Dustin?
What's that now?
I don't have that.
You got the quotes that are quoted in here for these?
Yeah, yeah, Shayla actually got them.
What?
We just got it, so.
You wanna talk about the fountain now?
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, I just wanted to bring up, if you guys wanted to put lights on the fountain. I know we just purchased the fountain last, summer in the middle, and I just kinda wanna get ahead of this, I guess. The fountain probably be going into the water probably in May, so if we were gonna put lights on it, I would just wanna bring it up so we can get them ordered and so I can have them, and I think 3 lights is sufficient. It's kind of a smaller fountain. And then I guess I would recommend the color changing ones, and if you guys did purchase lights, just so we can kinda change them up, like you could do rustler colors normally or something, and then around the 4th of July, change them up, red, white, blue or something.
These will fit the existing light though, right?
These are for the fountain that,
Or
we
the
purchased last summer,
fountain.
yeah, that new one.
So we're just talking about the lights, not the fountain. These
Yeah,
are,
we purchased the fountain, right before you came aboard.
Okay.
So,
but these quotes right here are just for the lights.
yeah. Yep.
You got any idea how long it'll take to get these, or are they,
I don't, I'm just thinking, if it takes a month or it takes 2 months, I mean, just being proactive, I guess, so we have them, so when we go to put it in, if we're gonna do it. So, I don't have, where we paid for the fountain before, or how we went about that. I didn't know if it came out of general fund or.
The lights weren't on the budget they weren't put in the budget for the year?
I didn't purchase the fountain last year, and I didn't know. I don't know if this is a park thing, or I don't know where you guys purchased them last year.
I don't recall, I remember talking about it, but I don't recall actually putting a budget in there. I mean, a lot of times if the other departments are looking at doing stuff, they'll say include, I'll do it, but I don't, right now, I do not.
Right, and I wasn't
I'm not
thinking about
worried
this.
about it if we was to get it, I mean,
Have we
get
had-
enough donations in a year to take
pay
care
for
of
it.
that without a doubt. If we get that many, the donations in a month and a half take care of that.
We'll take care of it. You mean the donations from campers and?
Just people, donations, we're at camping or not. People go by and put money in there once in a while.
Yeah, there's a lot of people down there, it's just a kind of a pretty thing, there's some,
Have we had lights on them before?
Yeah.
Not the colored ones, right?
Yeah, we
They
had
had
some
the colored
years,
ones?
years ago, they used to be.
yeah, they had colored lenses.
We've had a lot of trouble with the last one, but that was an old
Oh, that's-
fountain. It
okay.
just had a lot of, it had quite a few years on, pumping hours for that matter.
And now that you say it, I remember that, yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know how you, just a suggestion or? Where do you wanna go?
Was this quote from last year? Do we know if
No, that's,
this is
This
a
is
new
the
quote?
newest one.
Okay,
yeah,
It's actually, that's the quote that's up on the screen right now, it's live time that I just pulled up there. It needs 150-foot cord.
okay. What's the cord?
That's just to plug in the lights.
But is it listed on there for
Yeah.
pricing?
Yeah, because if I do a 50-foot cord, it's 1,400, if I do 150, it's
Oh,
18.
so it's added in there.
Yeah.
What do we wanna do with this then? Do we wanna get some more information? How long it'll take to get them and so forth?
I guess I don't know, I know with the supply and shipping of things now, May is 2 months away.
So long and we've got
I
it.
think if we're gonna
Yep.
do it, we should probably do it.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I think it would be a nice addition myself.
Okay, I'll make a motion that we get the color changing lights with 3 lights for the 1805.
I'll second that.
Okay. We got a motion and a second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Oh, hearing aid trouble.
So let me talk, with regard to this, hasn't
Okay,
been,
what are we looking at then?
no, so you're thinking we're gonna be okay taking the money out of the donations with regard to this?
We should, I mean, we get several thousand usually a year. And then with the fees, if we're gonna have camping down there, we'll have that too to draw from.
Okay. What do we normally, when we have that donations, or what do that normally go towards from the fees down there? at
A
the
lot of
park?
times it's for the park.
For the park?
Improvements to the park.
Proven Park, okay, that's what I wanted to hear.
Plus you have your expenses, right? Your
Yeah,
electric
mowing
and
and-
Yeah,
all
well,
that.
we also have
Okay.
that on top of that,
Yeah.
the budget, so to speak.
Okay, that's what I wanted to
Some
hear.
are very specific towards the park, nowhere else. That's what they did. Several years ago, one was towards $5,000 towards the bathroom and the shelter down there.
Okay,
Color lights.
Three colored ones.
Yeah, the 1805.
so when the colored ones, when they come, there's 3 different colors we can put in there, one at a time, is that?
these are changing, you should be able to control it from the box.
Control it from the box, so they can pulsate from one color to another color? Okay.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to purchase 3 colored lights for what is it, $1,805?
Yep.
Is there any more discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
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 Those opposed, the same. Motion carried. Okay, the next thing is number 5. It's a plot of Jenna Outlet number 2. And it's found on pages 16. I think all we have to do is sign this.
It's outside of city limits. It's out along the Paterka Road. So it's just behind Cody Siebertson. It's his, so it's out behind Cody Siebertson.
Well, I think we still have to sign it.
Yep, anything within 3 miles we have to sign.
Okay.
I entertain a motion to sign this.
I'll make that motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Any discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, the same. Motion carried. Number 6, South Dakota MEA Convention is found on page 17.
So this is something that I went last year. Typically we go every year. I just wanna bring it up, make sure you guys are aware of it and that you're all right if, we go to this.
So when you say we, it's
If-
both you and,
Yes, when I say we, I guess this year I would like to take Devon, permitting I can get, Josh or Dakota Energy to take our call when I'm down here.
So you'd be back on Thursday?
No, we'll be back on Wednesday.
Oh, okay, you'd come after the
Yeah, it's
lunch.
just a one-night deal.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
so,
Billy used to be on the board for this, so, for years.
Yeah, there's a lot of useful information. You learn what grants are coming, you know, things to look ahead. You learn people you can call, you got questions, so. That's, yeah.
Okay.
so I know in the past when they went to something like they brought information back from what you know, you covered or something in the information
Yeah,
regards
I
to
can
that.
pretty much tell you how the meeting I've been to was. You know, till I get there or whatever, it might be talking about EVs or electric vehicles or, you
So-
know,
so you-
you never really know, you kinda touch a little bit of everything.
Okay, so you don't know that agenda, what they're talking about until you get there.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, there's a lot of little presentations in there, so yeah, I mean, I haven't looked at that fully yet, but.
Okay.
Like the vendors have stuff that, yeah, you'll learn, there's this tool out there, or did you know this? I mean, there's lots of little tips that you gain knowledge. So,
Are you wanting to attend this?
yes, yeah, I guess that's why I'm asking for permission.
Okay, I think we should send you.
And then after, do you usually rotate, or do you both always go every year?
I was just wanting to kinda take, Devin, but just so he kinda knew who I know, that way he knows, like Chris Hill, you know, he understands. You meet the other electrical superintendents, I went by myself last year and then I found out there's a lot of guys that take their electrical department, cause this specializes in the electrical part, so it's really all whether I can get somebody to cover or not, and I still still don't know if right now I don't, so I'm waiting to see.
Okay,
I'll make the motion, we send both of the electric department people to the SDMEA convention.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to send, did you wanna take Devin with you
Yeah.
too?
That's my
Yeah.
motion.
yeah,
Once I wanted approval, and then I'll make
Okay,
sure that we're covered,
Yeah.
so.
as long as we're covered, we'd take both of you, yes. Okay.
the motion is then to send Dustin and Devin both to the South Dakota Municipal Electric Association Convention in Watertown. Is there any more discussion?
Under the assumption if Devin's covered, we want him to go too, right?
That's
Yes.
with everything that we do,
Yeah.
so.
Okay.
There's a lot of things that we gotta cancel because that's just the way it is, so.
Well, just,
Is there any more discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, the same. Motion carried.
Thank you.
Election worker pay.
Oh, we
we
got
did
one more.
one more.
That's South Dakota, we got airport.
Oh, the airport convention, I crossed off the wrong thing. South Dakota Airport Conference.
That's mine, but I'm signed up to go to this, but as inviting anybody that else wants to come along with us. There's a lot of mayors and councilmen that go to this kind of stuff. And if you wanna stay in the loop of what's going on, you have to go.
Terry, if I remember, it's 27th, 28th.
29th, 30th.
30th.
When do you have to know?
You know, if you want rooms there, get it as soon as possible.
Yeah. Okay. It probably won't work
If you
anyway,
wanna go, get ahold of me.
yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Well, I think we need to send him, so.
Yes.
Would you entertain a motion to it?
Also move.
Second.
Got a motion and a second to, allow Terry Manning to go to the South Dakota Airport Conference. Is there any discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
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 Those opposed, the same. Motion carried. Now, it's time for the election. Worker pay. Last year, or the last election, we paid $250 a day.
And that included the training, cause I have to bring them in for training also, so it's $250 for training as well as the day of election.
It's a 12-hour day, right?
It's probably gonna be closer to,
Oh, yeah, still gotta count.
gotta count,
Yeah, they
they
gotta
have to be here
count
at
afterwards.
6:30, and then we have to count, I'm guessing, with the 3 boards and the mayor, it might be a 14 to 15 hour day,
Okay.
depending on how many people show up, so.
Has there been an increase, usually from one year to another year, or, and that's 250 for each of the workers? We're gonna have 3 workers, right?
When I first started, it was 150. But that's been 10 years.
Okay,
250 doesn't amount to much when it's a 14 to 15 hour day.
About $17 an hour.
And then you throw in the training for another 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours, so.
So they only get 250 for doing both the election day and the training?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's what we usually do, so whatever you choose to pay them, it would be for the training and the election day.
okay.
Well, if you moved it up to 300 per person, it'd be about 1765 an hour.
What do they usually get for county elections? Do you know?
In general,
I don't know. I did do a survey of cities and most of them were at that 225 to 250. But that's per ward. That's with having 3 different boards. This time we're gonna have them have to do all 3 wards, which is different than normal. So most of the towns that do 250, they're doing it times however many wards they have. That might be 9 people or more if they're a bigger town, so.
yeah, it could be a big day.
So we're having 3 people do basically 3 wards in the mayor's race.
Yes.
So basically, what, 1,400? Probably not even that. Depends on the turnout for voters.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So are you asking for a raise or,
I'm asking you guys to
Yeah.
decide. I mean, it's kind of up to you. If you want
we raised it $100, how long ago?
10 years.
10 years ago, we raised it to 250?
It's probably about 8 years ago we actually raised it. When I started 10 years ago, it was 150, so it's probably been about. We haven't had an election every year, so it's kind of hard to know,
Oh,
but
sure.
usually it's 1 ward or a ward and a mayor. It's been a long time since we've had multiple wards.
What do you think about going up to 300?
Well, the thing of it is, when doing that, you're asking 3 people to do what 9 would, or normally
Right.
do, so.
We normally have 9, or is it always?
Well, if you had, excuse me, I'll back up, if you had
The way it's separate.
a race in each ward, you know, and if you went that way. Have we ever had,
We've had multiple polling booths, yes.
okay,
The reason I picked 1 polling booth was because I didn't budget for 4 elections.
okay,
So I don't have enough money to pay 9 election workers.
okay,
So that's why I called the state and said, can I have 1 election here for all wards? As long as there's a representative from each ward on that board, we're okay.
Honestly, it's easier for people to know where to go to vote.
Yeah.
yes,
You
I
know,
agree.
just go to City Hall for the city election. That's, you know, makes sense. Do you wanna make that a motion then, Mike?
Yeah, I'll make a motion, we move it up to $300.
I'll second it.
You moved 300.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a motion and a second for to pay $300 for election workers each. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
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 Those opposed, the same. Motion carried. Next thing on the agenda is approval of the bills.
I'll make a motion, we pay the bills.
If we have a second.
I'll second it.
We have a motion and a second to approve the bills. Is there any discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, the same. Motion carried. Next thing on the agenda is to adjourn.
I'll make a motion, we adjourn.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second to adjourn. Is there any discussion?
Kinda.
Nice, short meeting.
No,
What?
We had a shorter meeting when we cut out smoking.
no discussion. We had a motion and a second.
I have a question. What's the chicken thing about?
There's a gal that moved here that would like chickens, but she couldn't come because she had water damage to her house, so she will be here on April 4th.
Okay.
Okay, so she she didn't want people to have chickens, she wanted to have chickens.
She wants to have chickens. She had chickens when she lived in Sioux Falls, I believe, and she wants to have chickens.
Yeah, my kids all have chickens and Brandon.
You can get them any place.
We didn't actually adjourn yet.
My wife said I'm a chicken, so.
Eggs are expensive.
Meeting adjourned.
Meeting is adjourned. It ain't such bad. That's a pretty good meeting. We had a short.
Get it done.
About an hour and a half, two, we take a break. But I'm not a